Fighters, hello, hello. Now it's live on there. Sound. So fighters, there's one mic on each side. If you get asked a question, just pass it down so the person who's answering the question can get the mic. You guys hear that over here? There's one mic, so just pass it down. Whoever's getting asked a question. I'm gonna call you guys up one by one. So when I call your name, I'm gonna try to call from first inside spot that way. Now you hear that? You hear that? I'm going to call you guys up one by one, but the first spot is going to come first. So you're one of the first names I call. If I can remember who all is actually coming up here. Miles, you remember to squeeze in between there, bro? All right. Yes, mama. Are we live on here, Ramsey? Rocking and rolling. Volume's good. Audio's good. Music's fine. Yeah, it ain't too loud. Oh, the music can come down, Mikey. Can you get that down for me? Okay, cool. Thank you. Now we're good? Hello, hello. All right, guys. We're good on YouTube? The volume's good? All right, guys. All right, so guys, we're coming here today for a press conference for our event on April 5th in Kissimmee, Florida. I'm really excited for this card. It's stacked from top to bottom. Every fight on this card I'm excited to watch and excited to go see. But especially on this pro card and the main event of the amateur card, we have a title on the line at 145 pounds. Our 155 champ, John Moria, is coming down to 145, his new home, to fight Bashmir Winston. Hey, baby. So, guys, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and invite the fighters up that are fighting this weekend that we have here for the press conference. First up, we'll do Stephanie Stone Cold Calderon. She's making her pro debut this Saturday. And we are very excited to have her with us. She fought a lot with us as an amateur. Always puts on a show. Always shows out, guys. Feel free to clap, guys. Feel free to clap. Show them some love. We don't want them to think we're in here by ourselves. Next up, we have UFC vet Val Woodburn coming up to the stage. Guys, we're very excited to have Val back. He's one of our favorites, favorite fighters. He's been with us since the very beginning. Amateur belt holder in multiple divisions, pro champ as well, guys. We're really excited to have him in our main event for tomorrow night or Saturday night. Next up, we have Jordan Nash. He'll be in our co-main event against his opponent, Derek Babcock. Both of these guys come to fight. We're really excited to have Jordan Nash versus Derek Babcock on this card. Really exciting fight for the fans, if you ask me. Really, really exciting. All right, and then another fan favorite. Both of these guys come and throw down every single time they're in the Combatagon. We got Hunter Chambers coming up first. Hunter has one of the few guys. He's fought at like 5 different weight classes. He's fought at 170, 155, and now he's found a home at 145. And his opponent will be none other than Jeremy the Inevitable Williams. I'm sure we have plenty of antics coming our way from Jeremy for the weigh-ins, maybe in the press conference. Who knows? And then last but not least, in the 145-pound division, we have Bashmir Winston. Gonna come up here, Bashmir. And then his opponent, John Moria, who will be, again, coming down from 155. He's the champ there. He'll be fighting at 145 pounds with his belt. Without further ado, guys, MC, the host of Combat Night, will call up Black Santa Miles Amos.
I don't get no car? Ho, 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 you already know, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to the CEO, El Jefe, Mitch. But you know, guys, we're all here today, man, because, you know, I always say, if you follow me on Instagram or any of the Combat Night fights, I always say the best fights are right here in Orlando. And yes, technically, it's in Kissimmee, but we all know that the real killers is from Orlando, all right? So, without further ado, man, Mitch already introduced the fighters, but I just really want to go down the line real quick and just each of these fighters introduce yourselves to the fans, to the audience, and just tell me real quick, how you think these fights are going to go Saturday. We'll start down to the left there with the real Bodman, Bashmir. Go ahead.
Hey, my name Bashmir, man, from Baltimore, represent my city. Like you said, how it's going to go. Yo, John. I'm going to knock you out, bro. Belt to ass.
Straight like that. Now let's go down here. His opponent right here in the amateur. This is for the title. Introduce yourself and then how you think this is going to go.
My name's John Michael Murray. I go by JM2. I'm excited to come back and put on another fight for you guys. I feel like it was right to come down a weight class. I didn't really cut a lot of weight at 155, so I feel like this is going to be my home now, and this is my division, so you're going to find out. You're going to find out. I'm going to make weight. Don't worry about that. I'm a professional.
I make weight.
Don't worry about that.
All right.
Worry about the fight.
All right, then next up, go to a crowd favorite, man. If you follow Combat Night, you know about this guy, whether it's in the amateur division, now making his way through the pro ranks, Jeremy Williams.
Happy to be here. Happy to put on a show. Really excited. This is a great card, and I'm excited to continue my pro career. So, to everyone watching, all I really have to say is enjoy the show.
And then, Jeremy, how you think this is going to go Saturday night, man, against your opponent?
First round knockout.
First round knockout, man. What about you? Introduce yourself and how you think this is going to go. You can respond to that.
Howdy, Orlando. I'm a hunter. Last time I was here, God, it's been a while. Pro debut, Eddie Perez Bruno put on a show for y'all. I think we're about to do the same thing, me and Jeremy. I'm not much of a shit talker, but, he can talk how he wants to. He can sleep on me now.
You've been talking shit on your Instagram, but we're in person. You got nothing to say.
Brother, I really didn't see you all
This guy doesn't post on Instagram at all. He's had my dick in his mouth for the majority of the year. So, I'll say
you were tired of fighting bums, baby.
Your poster picture was me. Your literally your last post is talking about inevitable. So,
man, I
say back it up. Back it up. We'll see.
Hey, we will, man. I can't wait to go to war with you, man. I ain't trying to hurt no feelings, but you're going to go to sleep Saturday night.
My feelings hurt, bro. The fuck?
All right. Well, let's introduce the rest of these fighters up here, and I definitely going to come back to both of y'all. All right, next up, Derek, go ahead and introduce yourself and how you think your fight's going to go down Saturday.
My name is Derek. I'm from Sebastian, Florida. I know Jordan's a super, super tough opponent. I've watched him since I was in high school. I Rise of a Warrior back in the day. And no matter how tough he is, I got to get a win, any means necessary. So my goal is to go out there and finish him.
All right, then over here to you, Jordan, man. He said you've been fighting in high school. He's trying to call you old, I think. Go ahead.
No, I just started young. I started fighting fresh out of high school at 18. Started competing. I was fighting on Combat Night. I was a champion there, probably like 18, 19 years old before I went to Rise of a Warrior. But how I see the fight going, I've seen him be explosive before. That's something that I really love. I'm an explosive fighter. There's nothing I love more than somebody meeting me in the middle. I do think, there'll be some chances for it to go to the ground either way. I think it could be exciting. You've seen me, if I'm on my back, I'm throwing elbows, one thing about it. You know what I mean? Two things for certain. So I think everywhere we go, there'll be heavy strikes getting thrown, knees, elbows. I think it'll be pretty high level, pretty exciting. He's got a pretty good gas tank. I got a pretty good gas tank too. So I think if we do make it to the third round, that would be a pretty exciting moment. You know what I mean? For either one of us to be able to capitalize after we hit each other with everything we got. But given my explosiveness, I do feel like I can end the fight at any second, at any given time. So, I am looking for that finish, that flashy finish, that first 20, 30 seconds or that exchange. I'm looking for those highlights. So if I can find that, I definitely will. But I have no problem with it, being a nastier fight or, a more, who wants it more type of night. I'm definitely comfortable with that as well.
Definitely, man. Looking forward to it. And then right over there to your right, man, I don't know about y'all, but it got a little bit cold in here. Stone Cold Calderon. Go ahead. Introduce yourself to the people who somebody been hot on the rock. They don't know who you are. Go ahead.
Stephanie Stone Cold Calderon, fighting out of Tampa, Florida currently, but I'm a New York girl. And how I see the fight going is a good New York ass whooping. First round, what did you expect?
Of course, of course. And then finally, last but certainly not least, UFC veteran and Combat Night champ, amateur and pro, Val Woodburn. Go ahead and introduce yourself for these people and how you see your fight going, man.
What's up, y'all? As y'all know, I'm Val Woodburn, a.k.a. The Animal. Well, I pretty much seen this fight going whatever I feel like it's going to go. You know, I got a lot to lose. I got a lot on this. I got a lot on the line. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot to lose, and this time it ain't gonna be like the last time. I'm coming to fight, and I'm willing to die in there this time. You know, it ain't gonna be no ifs. There ain't gonna be no buts. It ain't gonna be nobody to blame. But I'm coming, and I got a lot of animosity coming to this fight. And I ain't gonna talk too much shit because it ain't here. But he can shoot all the takedowns he want. I'm coming to fight. You know what I'm saying? So when I see him, that's that.
Yeah, man. Go ahead, talk, man. Hopefully he's watching on the live, man.
I hope so too.
All right, now let's take a couple of questions from the audience over there.
How does it feel? You're 4-0, want to go 5-0. You know, you got three more wins. You might get a contender shot or something like that. How does that feel?
I mean, it feels great. I've been working at this dream since I was 7 years old, trying to make it to the UFC, and I'm just one step closer on Saturday night.
All right, another question.
For Val. Val, what has your time spent in the UFC taught you? You've been in there. You got 2 fights in the UFC against 2 undefeated prospects. What has that taught you now coming back to Combat Night?
Well, those 2 losses definitely taught me more than those 7 wins I had, and going into this fight, it's a different mindset. Being on that stage and being on that platforms, it helps me be more mature as a fighter. There's nothing else that you can put in front of me that can make me really be nervous or anything like that. So, this is just the tip of the iceberg for me.
Yeah, man, absolutely. I'm sure a lot of these, Combat Night, these regional fans, man, are glad they can actually, afford a ticket to this fight of yours. Let's see, another question over there in the audience.
I have a question for Jeremy's inevitable Williams. Combat Night built killers over the years. Where do you see yourself in the mix, and how soon do you think you'll be ready for bigger opportunities?
I'm right in there with the best of them. I mean, I have fought some of the best in the circuit in the region. So I feel good. I feel prepared. I've seen anything that he could possibly throw at me, and I'm 2-1 now, and I just want to keep building, keep growing. I mean, last year I had 3. This year I'd like to get 4, but the goal is to just keep growing.
Where are you going to beat me at?
Wherever I want, bro.
What are you better
Your
at?
bitch ass.
What are you better
Your
at?
bitch ass. Everywhere. Everywhere.
Okay.
What you got for me?
All
What you
of
got for me, pussy?
All
What
of
you
it,
got?
brother. All of it, baby boy.
You're dumbass. Oh, peanut for brains.
Oh, that was a good one. Yeah, dog. At least I didn't fucking act like I won the Super Bowl when I beat fucking Shane Mason.
Yeah, you did. Let's run that back. Let's run that
Look
back.
at my pictures, homie.
Your dumbass was
Look,
jumping
homie.
around.
I will be hopping around when I
You
knock
got
your
that
ass
from
out.
Latrell, didn't
I
you?
will
That's
be
not even
hopping
your
around
own
when I
thing.
knock
You
your
got that
ass
from
out, bro.
Latrell. You're so unoriginal. Not an original bone in your body. Just for the record, this guy posted my face, and I comment on it, and I'm like, put the check up. And he goes, I'll put everything up. I said, but I don't want your girlfriend in your truck, buddy, just to check. And he goes, no, I'll put him up. Like, bro, so quick to put that up. Okay. And she's here right now.
Oh, this is going to be so fun, bro.
While we're on that topic, Hunter, how are you going to be able to combat all the energy and crowd support that Jeremy Williams will have here in Orlando on fight night?
That shit don't matter when the cage door locks. They can get as loud as they want to, man. Loud as they fucking want to. It ain't going to change the outcome.
Any another question?
This one's for Bashmir. Bashmir, in your last title fight with us, didn't go your way. You had 2 very dominant rounds, and then it ended with a blown-up eye. Just want to say, how does it feel to even have a shot at the belt and against a tough opponent like John Morea?
I mean, you seen what happened when Ben fought him, when Ben fought me, so I don't really see him as a tougher opponent. But I thank you for the opportunity, though, for giving me another shot, though.
You didn't see a 3rd round, though, did you? And you didn't pay him.
You said what?
You heard me. You didn't pay up, and you didn't see a third round. You got a lot to say when you owe a man money. That's all I got to say.
Crazy, I don't owe him shit.
You don't owe him $1,000? You don't owe him a band?
Because everybody seen what happened.
Yeah, you lost. It's a doctor stoppage.
Crazy.
Okay. That's facts. Look on your Tapology, brother.
Look what happened when he fought you, though. He didn't do that to me, bruh.
I went 3 rounds. You didn't go 3 rounds.
Tell me, what shot blew my eye up? Tell me that. Nobody knew.
It don't even matter. You didn't go 3 rounds. It doesn't matter. I can't go with you.
He outstroked you, bro.
You're shooting Hail Marys this fight, bro.
You said what?
You're shooting for Hail Marys, bro. I got you in every aspect. Striking, wrestling, grappling, wherever this fight goes, I got you. You drop Ben Aris, bro. That ain't nothing.
Didn't you get dropped your last fight?
I did.
I never got dropped
Correct.
before.
That's fine.
I never got dropped
That's
before.
fine. Who won though?
Huh?
Who held the gold after? Who won the fight?
Lucky.
Who won the fight?
Judges saved you.
Ah, that's what I thought.
Judges saved
Facts,
you.
bro. Results.
Judges saved
Talk all the shit you want, but results talk for themselves.
Judges saved you.
I think Keith has more of a diversified game. Bashmir's wild. He's got good hands. He's quick. But no, I didn't change anything. This camp I've reached out. I've been traveling. I've been training with killers, man, all over Florida, and I'm really appreciative of all those guys. Some of them are up here, and I'm ready for wherever this fight's got to go, man.
We got another question. Go ahead.
It feels like a long time coming, but I really ain't been doing this too long. But it feels real good to be doing this because I put a lot of time in over this short period of time. I spent a lot of time in the gym. So it feels real good, and it feels great to be doing it with Combat Night.
Another question? You got one over there, Caden? What's up?
Yeah, after this fight, I plan on making the move down to 145 pounds.
Okay. Anybody else got any other questions? Go ahead.
John, I've been following your career for a little bit now. Yeah, we fought on an hour notice. Yeah, I fought you on an hour notice. It was fun. So you won 6 fights.
Red corner, by the way. Red corner.
You won 6 fights since that day, and you've mixed up your training a little bit. What can you tell me about this camp that you think has been the equalizer for your game? I've put myself in some really uncomfortable situations, and I've trained with some of the best in Florida, pro and amateur, and I'm really grateful and appreciative for that. And this Saturday, it's going to show. So,
another question over there.
This one's for Jeremy. After everything you've said, are you worried about backing up your words?
Well, why should I be worried about the weight that I put on myself? Like what? The spotlight is there to shine. You know what I mean? So we don't show up to a job interview thinking, oh, I'm probably not going to get this job. You know what I mean? I show up prepared, ready, and no, absolutely not. I'm going to go in there and scorch peanut brain and move on to the next. Timu.
Anybody else? Another question? Go ahead.
What's it like going into a fight with someone that every single time there's going to be some type of answers? Every single time.
Nothing changes. I'm the king of stacking days, man. I've been working at this for years. It's just another man. We're gonna find out Saturday night who's better. Ain't nothing to it, man. I respect them, but none of that shit matters whenever the cage door closes,
Another question over there, Mikey.
I've seen you post on social media a lot about hogtie season. Can you get into that a little bit more?
I just think I can do country boy better than he can.
Gonna find out,
He
though,
might
ain't
get
we?
a little word when I hog tie his bitch ass.
We're gonna find out, baby.
And I got a question, Jeremy. You know, as with the antics and you guys going back and forth, and like you brought up, you know, the hog time. If I've been watching your Instagram, is there any little bit of a hint or inclination of what you're going to do at the weigh-ins? I think everybody, is it like a cowboy theme? I'm just guessing, you know. It's like a cowboy theme that you got lined up for the weigh-ins Friday. Everybody wants to know.
Well, I would say I haven't busted one in months, so prepare a bucket unload on them.
Pause.
Surprise.
All right. Another question over here.
Camp's been really good. Just pretty much touched on based on my errors and stuff and what I need improved on. Definitely work, you know, those areas and my weak points. During the meantime, doing that, I was also busy growing a business, landscaping, and yeah. So doing that, also, you know. So, you know, this time I've been away, I was just making improvements in the holes and the errors in my life that I need to fix, and now I'm back and I'm ready to make another run for it. So let's go. Look out. Can't wait. I really can't wait. I swear to God, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Another question over here.
Yeah, this is for Jordan. Seeing as you said you were a former champ at Combat Night, is that correct?
Yeah, when I was an amateur, yeah.
Really an amateur?
Yes.
So how is your approach different now than it is since you started?
Since I started, man, that was probably close to 10 years ago, man. So the game's changed, you know, like the maturity in myself has changed. You know, I'd probably be up here talking shit, sounding dumb as hell if you put me up here 18, 19 years old with a microphone. So a lot of things changed, man. My whole approach to life and fighting has changed. I'm pretty much a completely different person. When it comes to the fighting itself, I would say one of the biggest changes is I came from a heavy wrestling background. And now, you know, I'm very comfortable, very adept and with the striking. So that's been a huge difference, I would say.
And just as a follow-up question, man, I know you've been fighting since you were practically a teenager. How are you going to utilize your experience, or is there any, you know, anything in particular different you're going up against, you know, a guy over here like Derek Backout who's, you know, on a professional undefeated streak?
I would say, you know, aside from technique, there's things in life that acclimate a person to fighting, and it gives them an edge. You know what I mean? If they've been in rougher scenarios, if they've been in more scenarios at a younger age, that'll give them, you know, a bit of a mindset. You've seen that with a lot of people that have been in street fights or been in prison. You know, they've been in environments that are more stressful or more, you know, obviously, you know, high stress environments. It'll kind of develop you. So, like, even with the wrestling and things like that, I feel like a lot has acclimated me and given me an advantage mentally stepping into fighting in general. I feel like my mindset is probably one of the strongest out there and very hard to break. I don't think I've ever faced anything that's ever broken me as a man or as a fighter or anything, to be honest. Injuries, life, anything. I've always found resilience and pushed through.
Yeah, man, absolutely. And then to your...
Speaking of mindset, Stephanie, I want to ask you about your mindset. You're one of the few fighters, especially women fighters, who you and Vince have never said no to a fight. In fact, you guys have brought us opponents that were 20-0 in Muay Thai, purple belts. You were a white belt. Help us figure out where does the mindset come from? Because, you know, I work with fighters all the time, and I can tell you that like 90% of them aren't cut from the same cloth that you're cut from. Where does that come from?
I never back down from a challenge. My entire life has been hard. So when you put an obstacle in front of me, I'm going to tackle it. I'm going to do what I need to do to get whatever I need to get done. So for me, it's whatever. 17-0, purple belt, brown belt. It don't matter to me. Whoever, wherever, whenever.
And then question over there. Go ahead.
You already talking a little bit about the opponents you've
I think Dan was probably the toughest guy I fought. He surprised me. I thought he was a wrestler. He came in and brought it. I made my adjustments, and I came back, won the fight. I think Bashmir, he's definitely dangerous. He's wild, but I'm prepared for him, and he's up there, man. This is only my 5th MMA fight. He's had 17 fights. So he's 19. Well more experienced than me. 19 fights. Well more experienced than me, but he's lacking in a lot of departments, and you're going to find out Saturday night.
Cap. I'm very technical now. But yeah, I say Ben was probably my best well-rounded opponent. He got up a lot of times. He kept pushing the pace at me. But with him over there, man out on my level. I don't give a fuck what he say about who he trained with. They're not going to save him. He dropped his hands a lot. It's a lot of things that's open, bro. I'm telling you, I'm knocking him out. That's it.
And just to follow up on, both of you guys going back and forth, Bashmir, he said a couple of times now, man, you're just, wild. Or do you think that he's, like, overlooking you, even though you may have the, slight, or actually a lot of, MMA experience? But he keeps on saying, man, you're just wild, no technique, man. So what do you got to say to that?
I mean, I think I got more knockouts than him, though. Hey, we can see who got the most knockouts on their record.
What's up? Speak up.
I think I got more knockouts than you, though.
Do you? That don't mean shit on Saturday night, dude. The past is the past.
Bro, you ain't got no chin.
We could
I don't have a chin.
With the stats.
No, well, we got a question from the chat. They asked Bashmir and John if they're going to stand in the middle and bang.
Yeah, you guys going to stand in the middle of the bang?
Nah, he gonna
be
before he talk his shit, but let me tell y'all something, bro. This is real shit. Everybody said they gonna strike with me. But what happens? They all want to clinch up or grapple me, bro. Nobody is bold enough to strike with me, bro. I'm the most dangerous striker in the division.
This is a fact. I have 0 shots in my whole career. I've never tried to take anyone down in my whole career. And I've been in mount. I've had people's backs, but I've never shot on one opponent. So keep that in your head, bro. Just know. We'll see. Yeah. We will. And every fight starts on the feet. Every fight starts on the feet. Just it is.
So
can't wait for it.
Take a shot. Neither one of y'all gonna take a shot on each other.
Shooting.
Can we put a ban on it?
You put a ban on. Hey, listen. If he goes and pays Ben a band, I'll put 2 to your 1 on this fight. How's that?
And for those of you out there that don't know, a band means $1,000.
Yeah, go pay Ben, and I'll put up 2 to 1 on you this fight. Pay it up. Run it.
Any other questions on the chat or in the audience? Another question.
Are
you guys ready to stand and bang? Or are you gonna get to grappling?
I want to stand and bang, but the minute I touch him, he's gonna shoot. That's just a fact.
Jeremy,
you think Latrell hit
first round knockout? First round knockout.
Yeah, that's probably right. It just ain't gonna be the way you think it's gonna go.
Quick and simple, straight to the point. Any other questions?
Shit, while we ask them who's going to shoot first, no one up here saying they're going to shoot. Someone got to
So we don't got no grapplers up here. We don't got no grapplers. I guess I'm the only grappler. I'll shoot. I ain't afraid. It's mixed martial arts, not boxing, not bare knuckle. All right. Any other question?
Yes. Okay, so originally that was like a pro debut thing, you know what I mean? And that was also like the only sporting event in America. So like on ESPN, yeah, you gotta show out. So I would say Angel's the one that got away. You know what I mean? That fight, all the things that happened in the years, you know what I mean? Like no animosity whatsoever, but I think it would be fun. I feel like when I see him, I feel like we got some memories to make, you know what I mean? If I handle my shit, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if I come out here and look like a fool, then no, but if I come out here shooting takedowns and shit. yeah.
Now, speaking of title shots there, Derek, man, you win this fight, that puts you at 5-0. Do you think that you'll be deserving of that title shot against now title holder, the troubleshooter, Angel Mercado?
Honestly, I wouldn't really want to do that to my dog Angel. So after this, I'm gonna try to move it down to 45 and hopefully get the title shot there.
Okay. Does anybody have a title? Is that vacant belt? We want to check the stats on that. Lucas. So it's vacant, man. It's yours for the taking. All right. Any other questions? Nope. No more. Any more? All right. So when it comes to Stone Cold Calderon, man, we've been waiting for this, for a minute. All right. And you've just basically, I don't want to say you've walked through the amateur division, but every time you touch these girls, these young women out here, man, they just crumble. What have you done differently to prepare now for a professional fight? Now there's elbows involved. Now it's 5 minutes instead of 3 minutes. So just tell me, what did you tweak differently for you and those guys over there at Kaizen, man, for this pro debut?
I threw them elbow pads on. I threw them knees to the chin. And that's what I'm going to do on Saturday.
Yeah, we're definitely looking forward to it. All right, and another popular, Combat Night OG over here, Val. I know you mentioned, man, there's a lot of animosity. There's a lot you got, riding on this, man. Tell me, how many fights is it? One just spectacular knockout, two, what do you think is going to take for you for your performance this Saturday to get back up to the big leagues?
I don't know, man. I want to see what the fuck then I got going on after this one. Let's see.
All right. And then next. Another question I got here, for Jeremy Williams, the ineffable, man. Everybody's always excited, to see, man, what you got in store. But when it comes to this, opponent in particular, man, his career has been a little bit, up and down, back and forth. Is there anything that you think, just like a guy that's unexpected like him, any threat that he can pose to you?
Plenty. I mean, kind of like what John's saying. I feel Hunter has like 3 times the fucking fights I have. So really, it's kind of the same story. Is he should be able to come into this fight and walk me down and whoop my ass, but he won't. He's going to find himself surprised when I shock him, and that'll be that. It's literally going to be a first round KO, and I'm going to go eat some Taco Bell and enjoy my night.
The man likes what he like, Taco Bell.
I got a question for everybody up here, actually. Something that I'm always curious about when it comes to fighting. We do our best at Combat Night trying to prepare you guys for the next level, prepare you guys for the UFC, and that's in every, even the press conference here, signing the posters, knowing that if you get a big knockout, you're going to get a big highlight, but also knowing that if you get knocked out, it's going to be a big highlight. Does that add any pressure to be fighting for us at Combat Night, knowing that we go above and beyond to highlight everyone who does well, whether you're on the bad end of it or the good end of it? Does that change your mindset at all fighting for us? Anybody?
Who wants to answer first? Anybody? Go ahead,
People say the pressure. Like we're cage fighters. You know what I mean? Like everyone's like, oh, I feel the weight of this, but if you can't feel the weight, stay home. You know what I mean? Like if you can't handle the reels, the this, then that, then they just don't do it. You know what I mean? It comes with the territory, and if you can't handle that, then tough luck, buddy.
He took the words right out my mouth.
Anybody else speak to the pressure leading up to this? What about you over there, Bashman? This is now your second title shot, man. Any pressure leading up going into this fight?
Nah, no pressure at all. Just another day in the office. Just really appreciate the opportunity to get another title fight.
Go ahead, Val. What about you?
Well, yeah, going to this fight, I mean, I already accepted it. I already accepted it for the game for what it is. I mean, I've been TKO'd in front of thousands of people, so nah, I don't give a shit. But I'm ready to make a highlight though. I'm about to put him on a shirt though.
Excited to it. Anybody else here want to talk about the pressures leading up for this? Not only just the pressure of fighting, but just like the big stage when it comes to Combat Night. I think if you Google MMA in Florida, Combat Night is one of the premier organizations that is gonna come up.
I was gonna say their Instagram is probably one of the best that I fought for. It's helped my Instagram look a lot more professional, and I don't feel added pressure. I feel added pressure to perform. You know what I mean? But it's the good type of pressure. I've always done well under that pressure. I like it. I like the direction it's going. I think like the reels, the views, the attention, I think they're getting more than any other regional promotion for dang sure. But I'm talking about even like with BKFC personally, I would say that they've done a better job than them, and that's a higher level organization that's, you know, international. But I still rather have my Instagram done right here.
Absolutely, man. I'm sure the Combat Night, you know, staff and stuff like that appreciates that. What about and over here, John Maria? What about you, man? Fighting for the title, any, you know, added pressure there, and then also too, let's say if and when you do, you know, possibly win this belt, man. Are you going to stay down here and defend it, or now, you know, you've been a Combat Night OG, you're going to look to jump the ranks and turn pro with us?
To answer the first one, I feel like Combat Night definitely puts on the best show, definitely in Florida and even nationally in the U.S. Their content is amazing. Their setup is amazing. The crew's amazing. They do it better than just about anybody around that runs amateur and a pro organization. So I'm very grateful for the opportunities that you guys keep presenting to me. The brighter the lights, the more I shine, and I love thriving in that spotlight, and that's what you guys give me. And to answer your question, we'll take this fight. We'll see what happens, but I definitely want to take the shin guards off soon. Yeah. But getting better this year and just continuously evolving and growing my game. You know, stay consistent with the guys I'm with now, and that's where I'm at.
Yeah, man, absolutely. I know a lot of people excited to see, you know, any of these, you know, amateurs that fight for Combat Night to turn pro with the Combat Night organization to help build them up. Any other few last questions before we get out of here? Go ahead.
What's it like going from Florida to Denver, back to Florida? What's that like confidence-wise in your cardio? You feel like
There's a lot more oxygen down here, man. A lot more, man. I'm feeling good. Cardio, especially after I fought David Macias back as an amateur, I realized how important cardio was, and I've been pushing that shit ever since then. It don't matter if it's early, like Jeremy thinks it's going to be, or late. Like, I'm going to melt him regardless. So I'm confident in the first minute as I am in the last minute.
All right, then, ladies and gentlemen. So anybody don't have any more questions, we're going to move these tables around off a little bit and we get, you know, face-offs going here. But don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, this Saturday live in Kissimmee, man, those doors are going to open up at 3:15. The first fight I'm calling at 4 o'clock. So if you're there, if you're like, oh, man, I'm stuck on I-4. Now, we run it at 4 o'clock, so make sure you get your butt there. It's going to be a full stack night of cars, amateurs to the pros, over 20 fights. I don't know what organization else that you could, for price of one ticket, see over 20 fights, pro and amateur. I don't know. If you let me know where that's, and I'll give you a band. All right, if you could show me an organization that puts on more fights than Combat Night. All right.
Find it, guys. I promise you. I know you guys seen those shows come to Tampa that do 2 different events in one day. They charge you the cost of 2 tickets. It's going to be impossible. Even amateur shows that charge more than we charge.
Yep, absolutely. All right, so let's move these tables up. Get these fighters facing off.
Combat Night, let's go. We're going to get Val Woodburn up here by himself. His opponent couldn't make it, but I want to get a nice shot for him. We are very excited to have the animal back with us at Combat Night. He is a close friend of ours, and we just love to have him with us, so we're really looking forward to his fight. But don't let you guys get it twisted. I don't want him fighting for me. I want him out of here. I don't want him here no more. And next up, we got Stone Cold Stephanie coming up for her picture. Her opponent could not make it either. Get a little nice shot for her. Again, guys, a fighter I'm very consider a friend of the promotions. We're really excited to have her with us. But as you guys know, friend or foe, the promotion doesn't matter. She's fighting a 2-0 opponent for her pro debut. Not taking it easy. Perfect. All right, and for the first matchup in the co-main event we have here at the press conference, we're going to invite up Derek Babcock and Jordan Nash. It's nice to see two guys so respectful toward one another with a big fight on the line like this. But we also like the antics. And speaking of antics, we got Jeremy Williams versus Hunter Chambers coming up next. We like the respectfulness, but we also like all the antics, guys. Give it to us. We love it. All right, and last but not least, the amateur main event for the 145-pound title. We've got Bashmir Winston versus John Morea. Guys, this is a pro level fight right here on the amateur scene. Go! Fight night. Looking forward to it. All right, guys, that's it. You heard Black Santa Miles Amos. Saturday, 3:15 p.m. Doors open. 4 o'clock. First fight will lock. On Friday, we will have weigh-ins at the same place and venue. The weigh-ins will be at 10 a.m. The weigh-ins will be at 10 a.m. for the pros, amateurs at 11 a.m., and then the ceremonial face-offs will be at 5 p.m., guys. So tune back in live to see our ceremonial face-offs and all of the antics, guys. We got 30 fights for the price one ticket, guys. Looking forward to this. Thank you all, guys, for coming out, too, guys. We appreciate you guys coming to the press conference. Really appreciate you guys coming.